Friends, how are you? Hope that you all will be fine. As I have just recommended in the previous video, that I will start with the concept of Phillips curve. So I have created this video on the basis of demand of some students. So suggest us for more and more videos, and secondly, subscribe our channel Mir Online Classes and press the bell icon for further notifications. Firstly, what we will do is that we will explain the concept of Phillips curve. Secondly, we will see the explanation of Phillips curve. Secondly, we will discuss what are the different versions of Phillips curve. What are the different versions of Phillips curve? In this, we will discuss Keynesian view, regarding Phillips curve. Secondly, we will discuss monetarist view. Thirdly, we will discuss most important concept in the economics is that's the new classical economics view. New classical view regarding the Phillips curve. And fourthly, we will discuss the new Keynesian view regarding this concept of Phillips curve. So first of all, we have to go to the conceptual meaning of this Phillips curve. For that, what I will do is that firstly, before starting with the concept of Phillips curve, what we will do is that we will explain some of the basics which are helpful in understanding the concept of Phillips curve. What are the basic terms that we should keep in mind while discussing the Phillips curve? First of all, we will discuss the concept of natural rate of unemployment. Natural rate of unemployment. Let me write it first. Natural rate of unemployment. Because this is a very important concept in understanding the Phillips curve in the long run, that we will discuss in the monetarist view regarding the Phillips curve. What is this natural rate of unemployment? Natural rate of unemployment की जो meaning है वो क्या है? Most of the students among us, they know the meaning of this natural rate of unemployment. What they will always quote is that it is the sum of frictional plus structural unemployment. Structural unemployment. Most of the students are always come up with this definition of natural rate of unemployment. That's it is the sum of frictional plus structural unemployment. There are two terms in between this. One is frictional and another is structural. What does frictional mean and what does structural unemployment mean? Unemployment. And secondly, what does structural unemployment mean? Firstly, in simple words, what we call the frictional unemployment is that it's the unemployment between two jobs. Unemployment between two jobs, that we call the frictional unemployment. And secondly, what is structural unemployment? Structural unemployment means when there is change in the structure structure of an economy, like technological innovations होती है, या सप्लाइ कभी कभार क्या होता है कि इनोवेशंस की वजह से जो है हमारा जो इकोनॉमी का स्ट्रक्चर है दैट चेंज ऑल टुगेदर। एक इसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि जो कुछ लेबर फोर्स होता है दैट इज रेंडर्ड अनएम्प्लॉयड, दैट्स रेंडर्ड अनएम्प्लॉयड, जिसकी वजह से जो है हमारे कुछ जो लेबर फोर्स का कुछ प्रपोर्शन है वो अनएम्प्लॉयड होता है। रीजन क्या होते हैं? देयर आर मेनी रीजंस, लाइक उनके पास वो स्किल नहीं होता है कि वो जो न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी है उसको हैंडल कर ले इजीली, या वगैरह वगैरह। देयर आर मेनी कॉजेज behind this. So I have to discuss what natural rate of unemployment is. This is not only the one definition that we will focus upon. There are many other definitions. There are many other explanations regarding this natural rate of unemployment concept. So I have discussed one definition of this concept of natural rate of unemployment. There are many other explanations of natural rate of unemployment. So we have to explain it more and more. For that, what we will do is that we will move to the labor market. As you know, in an economy there are four markets. One is product market, सेकेंड हमारे पास होता है मनी मार्केट, थर्डली हमारे पास होता है लेबर मार्केट, और फोर्थली हमारे पास होता है बॉन्ड मार्केट। बॉन्ड मार्केट, बॉन्ड मार्केट पार्ट ऑफ मनी मार्केट. So equilibrium in the money market means equilibrium in the bond market. That we have to discuss in Walras law. That's not the concept here. So there are four markets in an economy. One is product market, second is money market, third is labor market, and fourth is bond market. What we have to do is that in order to understand the concept of natural rate of unemployment, what we have to do is that we have to first go to the labor market, where we will study how this natural rate of unemployment concept emerges from the natural labor market. We have gone through one definition of natural rate of unemployment. There are many definitions of natural rate of unemployment. For that, I have mentioned 2 or 3 definitions of it. First one is it's an accompanying rate of unemployment that's consistent with the full employment level. जब हमारी इकोनॉमी फुल एम्प्लॉयमेंट लेवल पे होगी, at that very time हमारे पास एक accompanying rate of unemployment होती है that's near about in developed countries that's near about 5 to 6% of the unemployment exists in the developed countries that we call the natural rate of unemployment. And second definition of it is that where the number of employed persons is equivalent to number of jobs available. जो भी इकोनॉमी में अनएम्प्लॉयड है या 5 or 6% जो इकोनॉमी में हमारे पास अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट है, इट्स बिकॉज जॉब्स तो हमारी इकोनॉमी में हमेशा अवेलेबल रहती है, लेकिन दे आर अनएम्प्लॉयड. द रीजंस दैट आई हैव मेंशन दैट दे आर अनएम्प्लॉयड बिकॉज ऑफ frictional unemployment and structural unemployment. These are the 2 causes behind why when there are jobs available in the economy, why persons are unemployed settle. So they are unemployed because of frictional cause, and secondly they are unemployed because of structural cause. So third definition of it is that unemployment rate that's consistent with the equilibrium level of output and employment. वो unemployment rate जो हमेशा equilibrium level of output और employment जब हमारी economy full employment level पे होगी, equilibrium level of output and employment पे होगी, फिर भी हमारी इकोनॉमी में एक अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट होती है, दैट वी कॉल द नेचुरल रेट ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट. थ्रू डायग्राम वी कैन understand it easily. So for that I will draw a diagram in order to understand it easily. In the labor market, this is the real wage rate, because this WBP is a it's the nominal wage rate, and this is the price level, nominal wage rate divided by price level, that's the nominal, this is a real wage rate. And secondly, here we will write employment of labor, MF, and here means employment of labor. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. This is the demand for labor at its marginal productivity of labor. The function of demand for labor is a function of marginal productivity of labor, that we will discuss in the demand for labor and the supply of labor. Secondly, the supply of labor is also the function of real wage rate. Here, this is the equilibrium wage rate, and this is the full employment level of output and employment. Full equilibrium level of output and employment. At this very time, our economy is in equilibrium at the point E. Still, there exists some unemployment rate, that's the natural rate of unemployment. As I have mentioned, it's 5 to 6% in the developed countries.